Time to do more questions. Look at this one. This one has a line. Again, oh my goodness, that means we're going to convert this to y equals mx plus b. Oh, boo-hoo-hoo, that's so difficult. All right, and passes through this point. Interesting, because the last podcast we passed through a y-intercept. Now we're actually passing through the point. Well, so what? Our point is x1, y1. There's our point. So you know, in fact, we're going to have to use this formula again. And it seems like that formula has been our nice kind of theme throughout the last about 4 or 5 podcasts. We've been using that thing over and over and over again. And that proves how valuable that thing is. So let's look at this guy. Let's convert it into y equals mx plus b format right now. So in the last podcast, I took the y and moved it over. This time, I'm going to take these guys and move them over, right? So you subtract a 4x from this side, a 4x from this side. You're going to add a 6 from this side and add a 6 from that side. So these guys just cancel right out, leaving you a y equals 2 minus 4x plus 6. Now, remember, we want a line that is perpendicular to this. Okay, so here's our slope. Let's get a little bit more room here. Here's our slope. And don't forget what perpendicular slope means. Perpendicular means take the negative reciprocal. So take the negative off this guy and flip it. So this becomes a quarter. There's our new slope. Okay, so with that in mind, using the coordinates of the point that they gave you, which was 8 minus 6, let's do this. Okay, so 8 minus 6 goes there. Y minus y1 equals to m x minus x1. Let's rock and roll here. This is x1. There's y1. There's our beautiful slope. Let's go. Y minus y1, which is a negative 6. Slope is a quarter. X minus x1, which is 8. And of course, we're going to have to distribute again. Oh, man. Okay. Y minus a minus makes it a plus 6. Distribute this and that. So you got a quarter x. And here we go. Minus 8 times a quarter. Have you figured this out yet? I hope so. Holy moly. That's minus 8 over 4, which works out to just be plain old minus 2. And look how pretty this is turning out. And then clean it up a little more by subtracting the 6 from both sides. And look what we have. Y equals to a quarter x minus 8. Okay, so we'll write that down a little bit higher up so that we can actually see it. So y equals to a quarter x minus 8, which is what we want to put right here. Y equals to a quarter x plus 8. Was it plus 8 or minus 8? Let's go back and just verify that right down here. Oh, it's minus 8. Whoops, almost had a mess up on our hands here. Okay, that's supposed to be minus 8. Okay, no problem. Here we go. Now, it also says graph both of them. Well, let's graph the first one. Okay, there's our y-intercept at 6 right there. Rise of negative 4, run of 1. Okay, so rise of negative 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, run of 1. There we go. There's our beautiful graph right there. The next one, which is here, says we start at negative 8. Okay, so we start at negative 8. We rise 1 and we run 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we should get something looking kind of like that. And do you remember the point that we had to go through? It was 8 minus 6. Okay, let's see if it's actually at 8 minus 6. There's 8, there's minus 6, and yep, oh yeah, draw the dot big enough. Yeah, goes through it. Yeah, so perfect. That's what the two graphs look like, and you can see right there they actually meet at a 90-degree angle. So we did it right. Woohoo!